You know, when you were on there, I love getting, I'm a movie guy and I love getting, suggestions. So you said to check out the Ben Affleck movie, The Way Back, right?
Yeah,
The Way Back it's called.
my
So,
movie. Yeah,
and now listen, I'm not a guy, I was never good in school. I don't like homework assignments, but I like this. I went back and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go back and buy it. I rented it on Amazon. I should have bought it. I should have bought it for you. I'm a prick. I'm sorry, Gavin. I shouldn't have been so. I'm too honest, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I'm too honest, and I wouldn't even bring this up.
you got to be honest. You can,
Listen,
by the way, you cannot like it. It's all good.
But know what's crazy about this? Now, this movie is about Ben Affleck, who was a basketball star in high school. And, I don't want, he gets, next thing you know, it's him in his life now, alcoholic. And it shows you the daily routine of him at his job, and he's getting off work. He opens up the beer in the car and is on the way home. And there's not a lot of dialogue going on. He gets to his house, gets another one, gets one beer, puts another one, takes one out of the freezer. I mean, it shows you he's in the shower, has another beer in the shower. It just shows you this guy's daily life. You know what I like about this movie? It's depressing. And then once you go, but it's depressing, but you don't leave depressed. You leave with hope, which is something I'll tell you, you got a way of getting in the feels there, Gavin O'Connor, because it looks like your typical, once I saw him get involved, because what happens is he gets a call from his old school saying, listen, we need a new basketball coach. He fell ill and had a heart attack, and we need you. You were great. So he gives it a whirl, and you think in a typical movie like this, all right, he finds the kids, he cleans up his act, and it's all happily ever after. Not so much. It actually gets worse. and it I don't like being depressed. You got me tearing up at one point during this thing. I get emotional. You know the part I'm talking about in the hospital. Yeah. So I'm like, oh God, that's brutal. I wanted to go get drunk after that. So it gets even worse. But then by the time this thing is over, I wasn't depressed. I felt good. I felt there was hope. Tell me about that. Tell me.
By the way, that's a great. If the movie came out today and they were doing the quote, not Serra, I wasn't depressed.
It's the worst review ever, actually, I guess. No, but seriously, what do you think, Gavin? Did I kind of sum it up with that? Or no? Am I way off?
Yeah, my feeling is in cinema that if you're gonna take an audience to a dark place, you need to find you need to give them hope at the end. You got to come out the other side with redemption and hope. Otherwise, I think it's unfair to ask an audience to experience something. It's heavy. I mean, what you left out, which is why the trigger that gets pulled for this guy is he lost his child.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry. I almost didn't want to be a spoiler thing, but I guess
that's fine. I mean, it makes it even darker. It's heavy. It's a very heavy movie.
Yeah.
So
especially as a parent,
I suffering. But you know what's beautiful? You didn't react like Joe Rogan did with Warrior, where just rabid hatred for the movie. So I appreciate it.
No. Did I say that wrong? I really liked the movie.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. No. I enjoyed that movie. My point is, if I'm looking through my the latest movies, I might not click on that because it looked like a depressing movie, but it leaves you with hope and it gets you in the feels. And Ben Affleck was great in that. You believed it. And I didn't realize this, and my producer just put it up there. He had a problem with some alcoholism. So what was that? How was that to get him to play this role? Was that a hard thing to do?
No, he's open about it. And what happened was, just as we started prepping the film, Ben had been going through some personal stuff with his wife at the time, and he had been sober for a few years, and he just literally, as we started prepping the fucking movie, he went out hard. He fell off the wagon hard, and It was really bad. It was public, and Jennifer Garner, his wife at the time, took him to rehab.
Yeah.
And when he went to rehab, and there's pictures of this, he's carrying a basketball with him when he went to rehab, because we had just started prepping the movie and he's playing a basketball coach. So I thought it was over because he's in rehab, and she had called me up to let me know what was going on, because I didn't have access to Ben because they took his phone away.
Yeah.
And she said, look, he fell off the wagon pretty hard, and he's but she said, he told me to tell you he still really wants to do the movie. And I said, so I had to wait about a week for him to dry out. And then I went to visit him in rehab, and he said, look, man, I really want to, it was very personal for him.
Yeah.
And he said, I really want to do this. So he said, would you wait? And I said, yeah, of course I'll wait for you, man. So when he got out, so I kept prepping, and then he got out 30 days later, and we had a sober buddy with him the whole time, and he had to put his money, his salary, he had to put in escrow. So they just held it there to make sure because if he fell off the wagon, well, we had to shut down production, it would cost money. So he was cool about doing all that, and he just poured his own, his personal demons into the character, and it's all real. So there was no acting there. It was now Ben didn't play basketball, so I was very hopeful. The athletic, the basketball part of it and coaching, I understand that really well. So I was able to kind of guide him through all that. But the drinking part,
you seem like you have a really good relationship with him. Did you meet him on the first accountant one?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
That's where you guys first met.